Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you guys know, we have been working on the Corvette behind us for a very long time. We worked on it last year, had a failure on the dyno, came back to it. Well, we worked on the SS for a long time, and we finally came back to the Corvette. So this is what we've been working on for the last several months, and probably got a few more weeks of videos for this, and finally we should be able to go back to the dyno. And as you guys know, over here, we're gonna have to modify the LSA valve covers. Well, that modification requires a tool. We ended up picking up a AHP AC/DC TIG welder. It's the TIG 201 model. You guys might be asking, why did I end up with the AHP TIG welder? Well, several of my favorite YouTube fabricators that I watch, one of them being Taylor Ray. He had that Drift C5 Corvette. He's got an LS Swap Miata and all that stuff. Well, he kind of made me aware of this brand. I did more research, found other YouTubers using it, started looking at the reviews. You know, this thing had like nothing but really good reviews, and it was right in the price point to where I could buy it and not feel too bad about it. And what I mean by that is, this is the like sub $1,000 TIG welder. This TIG welder was like $690 on sale. I think shipping was 20 bucks or something like that. So it was about 700 bucks, give or take, with some taxes on there. So we've got a lot of little projects, and when it comes down to it, if I pay a fabricator $100 an hour or whatever per job, you know, I could buy a machine. So now that I've got like 5 or 6 little projects, you know, lined up, this will cover the cost of the machine. So it's kind of like, all right, let's go ahead and pick up a welder. The other TIG welders I was looking at the Eastwood TIG 200. They've got a TIG welder. It's about $800, give or take. The problem with the Eastwood was that TIG welder it didn't have a lot of functionality. And the other part was it used a lot of random tools. It didn't use standard like Denso connections. It didn't use like standard electrodes and stuff like that. And a lot of the reviews that I saw, it was a very good basic welder, but it didn't have pulsing technology. It just had a lot of weird things, and even the foot pedal control setup was really weird. It had, I think it had 2 cords that plugged into the machine, and it even had a like adjustable dial on the foot pedal itself, not on the welder. So just kind of a weird vibe I got from that, and stuff like that. And the other welder that I was considering was the Vulcan Pro TIG 200. The problem with that is they took them off the shelf like 5 or 6 months ago, and there's no rhyme or reason why they did. I think they got sued by either Lincoln or Miller or some combination of both, and I think part of that was they had to remove that product line from their shelves. So now that we've kind of reviewed the other options on the market, let's go ahead, get this thing open, and kind of do an overview of how to set this thing up. There you go. That is the AHP TIG 201. That thing is a big machine. Dang. So you guys will notice that we unboxed the welder, pulled it out of the cart, and that was pretty much it. Come to find out, I am missing absolutely everything for this welder. I don't have the foot pedal. I don't have the TIG torch. I don't have the basic consumable kit. I don't have the TIG torch wire. Well, I guess that's, you know, that's all included. I'm not sure if this comes with a regulator. I didn't really look into that, but you know, the basics for a welder, I don't have any of it. So I just gave AHP a call. They apologized, and they will be looking into it and hopefully sending me a new little box with all that stuff. I was like, they didn't hide it inside of the welder, because as you guys saw, this welder took up this entire box. Like, you know, it was this foam padding, the welder fit inside of that, and then it was the cardboard box around the foam. So there's no way that, like, I misplaced it somehow. So who knows what happened. I think maybe they forgot to send a second box, or they forgot to put it in the box. I don't know. So I'm not going to complain. What I'm going to do is actually set up my welding cart. I picked up another one of those Harbor Freight welding carts. You guys will have seen that video already, so I'll link that above. I'm going to assemble that one, put this welder on it. So depending on turnaround time, you know, if it's going to be another week for the controls and all that stuff, you know, I actually will finish this video with the accessories that came with my OmniPro 220 from Vulcan, Harbor Freight welder back there. That uses a standard torch, standard ground. That's what I forgot, it was the ground. Standard torch, standard ground, standard foot pedal. As you guys can see, we have the TIG welder mounted onto the cart, and we also have a bottle of argon. That'll be in a separate video, but did want to show you just kind of the overall shot of what this is going to look like with our huge TIG welder. We've got a 90 CFM bottle of argon. Alright guys, as you know, we were missing all the accessories for the AHP TIG welder. Well, the welder's actually behind the box. But as you guys know, we were missing basically the second box. Now, I don't know if this welder was supposed to come with 2 boxes. I don't know if they were supposed to send you 2 boxes, but they only send me 1. So I can't tell you how these boxes are supposed to arrive. But like I said, I called customer service and they sent me a tracking number pretty much right away saying that, you know, the accessories would be coming. So hopefully this has everything that we need. This sounds like our regulator. Let's open that up. Yep, you can already see the brass components. That's gonna be our regulator for the argon tank. This is our couple cables. Here is our ground cable. Here is our stick welder cable, which I'm just giving to you, we will never use this on this channel as a stick welder. Here is a, looks like a argon cable, hose, whatever you want to call it. Here is our TIG torch. Actually, there's a couple things in here. Okay, there's a TIG torch. What appears to be a controller for the, that might be for the cable too. There's a TIG torch, there's a mil-spec connector in here, so that's for something. Here's the TIG torch. This fell. This is our 120 to 220 adapter, or I'm sorry, actually 220 to 120 adapter. So you're going to be plugging down to 120. 110, I'm sorry guys. And the last item in here is going to be the foot pedal. Alright guys, now I was dogging this earlier. I assumed that this was going to be the old foot pedal, because when I looked up the AlphaTIG 200, the old model of this TIG welder, they had a real janky, like industrial looking foot pedal. I did not know it was going to be this one. So I happened to be on the website and I saw that it was not the crappy foot pedal I thought it was going to be. It's actually the nice one. I think you can buy this one for roughly 100 bucks, maybe $125, something like that. And this foot pedal is actually from Nova Welding Industries. It's model number NWI FP22 AHP 7. So I'm going to assume that they make this for AHP. And this is going to have that, I call it military spec, but you know what I mean. It's got the electrical connector that you plug in, then screw tight. So I don't know if that's mil-spec, it may or may not be. Alright guys, we have finished all the connections on the front of the welder. We'll show you what's hooked up and how it's hooked up. So the red plug plugs into the red socket. This is your ground clamp that connects to the table or the piece that you're working on. The mil-spec connector, that will connect to either your TIG torch controller or your foot pedal in this case. So we'll have the foot pedal down there. The TIG torch itself plugs into the negative terminal, whatever you want to call it, and then you hook up the gas line right to that. So you got your argon, your TIG torch, your foot controller, and your ground strap. Alright guys, now the welding you're going to see, I am just practicing. I am not TIG welding anything on purpose. I'm just playing around with settings and kind of wanted to show you guys how the machine works, how the welding looks, and all that good stuff. Mind you guys, this is the second time I've ever TIG welded aluminum, so keep that in mind. And if y'all have any constructive criticism, please leave comments down below. I suck at welding, I'll be the first to admit it, and I could always use your guys' advice. So let's go ahead and get started on a little bit more TIG welding. Take a look at that. That's actually kind of cool. So the thin metal melted, and when I pulled away, the entire piece like congealed, kind of like a Terminator. It's actually kind of cool. But as you guys can see, yes, I had a lot of blow through. This right here, I believe, was too cold. This right here is probably my best bead. Not really stacking dimes or anything like that, but you know, like I said, this is like the second time I've ever TIG welded and the first time I've ever welded aluminum, so I think that is all right. And I've kind of been just playing around with the settings a bit, and I wanted to show you guys some footage of welding. And I'm actually going to clean more of this, and then we will continue welding a bit. All right, we cleaned off the rest of the panel from this last blowout all the way to the end. And we're just gonna practice running some more beads and go from there. Here are some more practice runs. We got like 4 unique spots. Probably a little cold on this one. I think that one looks okay. I think that one looks okay. Looks like I started hot. I cut back on the throttle or the pedal a little bit, and I think that might be just about where we need to be. And if you guys can see, we're definitely getting material. This is real thin material. I mean, this is probably probably 1/8 of an inch, and you guys can see it is heating the material from underneath. So I think that means we're getting penetration. You know, it's a good question. I'm going to take some pictures of these and speak with my welding friends, and we'll go from there. So let's do one more, like I don't know, I'll try to do shorter burst, and we'll show you what this ends up looking like. Alright guys, here's the latest 4, well I guess 1, no I think that was from before, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost blew through on this one, so too hot. This one I think looks okay. This one damn near blew through it, so that one sucks. This one looks all right. And this one actually looks, it started out, I think, good, but ended hot. And yeah, you guys can almost see the blow through the pinhole. All right, guys, so that's gonna be it for today's video. I just wanted to show you guys some welding. I obviously need a lot more practice, and we'll bring you along for some of these videos. I'm just gonna keep going. We got plenty of material, plenty of welding rod. I may need to look up the argon tank. It looks fine, but there's a lot of condensation on it. I don't know if that's normal. Wow, this piece is still very hot. And another thing I'm gonna pick up are a set of arms, or whatever you all call that. You know, the basically protect your skin from getting UV rays from the welder, and we'll go from there. But I hope this is a good introduction to this AHP TIG welder. Do not take my welds as a good example of this welder. I suck at welding, I will fully admit that. So like I said, this is the first time I've ever TIG welded aluminum, and it's only the second time I've ever TIG welded ever. So, but the setup was really easy. You know, you just put your controls in, the ground strap, all that good stuff. The only thing I kind of need to do more research on is torch placement and how fast you're supposed to stab the rod, the welding rod. Beyond that, I think I just need to start playing with the settings. I kind of watched a video on welding a lot thicker material, and the guy was weldingtipsandtricks.com. I forgot his YouTube channel name. That might actually be his YouTube channel name. Kind of took a screenshot of his settings and set my welder the exact same, but obviously it was too hot for this thick material, so I turned it down, way down. I think it was at over 200. Turned it down to like 145, and that even might be too thick for this kind of material. Like I said, this is, it's either 1/16 or 1/8. I think this might be an 1/8. So, but like I said, do not take these example welding as a bad performance of the welder or any of the equipment. It's the operator, and we'll go from there. So I hope you guys found this video informational on why I selected the video, the setup for it, you know, getting the equipment all squared away, as well as some practice TIG welding, and we'll go from there. Like I said, off screen, I'm going to practice more. And honestly, if I blow through a tank of argon, I'm going to be kind of okay with that, because I just want to try to get as much TIG welding practice as I can, and we'll go from there. So if you guys liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. If you guys want to see me progress with my TIG welding skills, hit that subscribe button, and like I said, leave all the comments you want. I don't care if they're negative or positive, and I'll reply back as much as I can, and we'll go from there. Also, if you guys want to help support the channel, make sure you go check out BonecrrusherSS.com, as well as all the links down below, and I might have some of the tools and parts that we're using today, and we'll go from there. So thanks, guys. Have a great one.